I mean, you do have some interesting points, but I still stick to my point in stating about the vetting. And another thing about vetting, you could know someone for years and not really know them.
Yeah,
I think.
that's
Go ahead and say what you.
no, no, no. I'm saying that's actually very true. People wear a multitude of masks, so you never know.
And I think, and,
Hopefully,
oh, go ahead, go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
no, I'm saying no, no, no. Sorry, I was just saying. Hopefully, with spending a little bit more time, and you keeping your own eyes open, hopefully you would be able to spot, some of the masks that people wear.
Oh, I'm taking myself. Already took myself out of the game, so I don't got to worry about it. It's just a conversation for others out here that want to be in the game because you got people that want to be in a relationship. And I used to think about it and say, yo, I could do it, but I can't do this no more. It's too much games. It's too much selfishness, and it's too much wasting your time because it's like people are searching for a best friend, all these stupid ass cliches that they got out here. Like, listen, I already got a best friend. If I'm gonna be with you and we working towards being together and getting married, I'm looking to you to be my wife. It's like we got all these cliches. Everybody fits in and has a role in your life. I can't say my son and my daughter, those are my best friends. I'm their father. So it's a completely different relationship. And as far as like the vetting and knowing people, the only way you can really get to know people is if they allow you to know them, if they open up to you to communicate. If there's no communication, how you gonna get to know them? Or if it's everything
Yeah,
is
that's true.
short and a lie, how you gonna really get to know them?
You've got a point. I mean, that's that's really very true. I can't even do against that. But, you know, um, I would definitely say, uh, man, see, I don't like when you hit good points, because then I don't have nothing to say back. Uh, but like I said, I think that if you've had if you've had bad experiences with people, then you just try with somebody else. Try going in a different direction. And then my other question is, if your wife, can't be your best friend, okay, because that position is taken, so then what is it that you want in a wife? That's the question. They're not your child, they're your spouse. So what is it that you want in a spouse?
I don't want anything. I'm speaking broadly
No, I'm
of
not saying just for you, but what would men want in a spouse though? Like men, not you, because you said you're off the market, but them
I'm out
other
of the
folks
game.
that
I'm out of the
you're
loop.
out of the game. I don't believe it, but like remember, people just go ahead and send your inquiries to Bubble Tea. But but I mean
You're
that
gonna
just
be
kidding.
failed here. They can send as much as you want. Go ahead, go ahead. Say what
But
you gonna say.
yeah, no, but what other things do you hear like from your friends that, that they're looking for? If they're not looking for a best friend, then, in what capacity do they want their wife to work in? You know what I mean? Like how, the relationship has to be built on something. So what is it built on then? Is it just sex? Is it just, sharing meals together? Like what is it?
I think for me, the from what I hear from other men, men are simple. I think men just, for the most part, men want respect, and for the woman that they're with to be feminine and not masculine. And I think everything will grow from there. All that best friend stuff, that's women stuff. That don't come from us. Women mostly um claim that and happy wife, happy life. Get all of that out of here. So you supposed to be happy and I'm not supposed to be happy? And
Yeah, I
another
think that's
thing,
a
yeah, and another thing, honestly, nobody's gonna be happy all the time, even when you're by yourself. So
That's fact.
it's just so many things and cliches that are put out there, and these people regurgitate the same BS, and they come back to you. And see, I don't follow society structures. I don't. I create my own thing. I do different things. You know, I'm a romantic guy as well. I've done romantic things, but I think the women that I've messed with, I think when they start to do stuff, it kind of blocks more stuff that I want to do because, like, I tell women all the time that I talk to, women in my family, the trick to a man is you just gotta chill. I think if a lot of women just chill and be cool, that man will do anything for you, especially if they love you. But when you do all of this stuff and you want to be masculine and the disrespect come and it's like, yo, it got to be your way or the highway, and it's not one sided. So I don't understand why it has to be your way or the highway, and then you got all this best friend stuff, all of this, that, and the third. Yeah, when you with somebody, they have different roles, right? And you fulfill different roles, but you don't have to be my best friend. You know what I mean? Like we could be cool, you could be my friend, but you don't have to be my best friend. My best friend and best friends, I already got roles for that already. My daughter and son, I got roles for that already. My mother, my father, I already got roles for that. I think there's a lot of different cliches that that have been regurgitated, which and
Mhm.
it's just full of crap, yo. And I know people gonna be like, well, what is he talking about? I want a best friend. I want a best friend. Let's talk about this. If the relationship end bad, right, or ends, 9 times out of 10, is that person still gonna be your best friend?
Not if it ends bad.
Okay, but what relationship really ends good?
Well, but something. So now you can have an amicable divorce where you just say, you know what, this was not really for us. We decided to separate because maybe we just don't really we don't really love each other in that way, and we feel like there's something else outside of what my experience is with you, but we can still remain cordial, we can still remain friends, we can still hang out, we can sleep together no more, for the most part, because some people come back around for second times around, but I can't testify to that. But but it's still an option. Not every divorce has to end up in craziness and $1 zillion, lawyers and people fighting over property. It doesn't just have to be like that. Um, Also, I wanted to push back on the whole idea that men are not complicated. Y'all are complicated. I have no idea what you're talking about because even though you may say, guys just want respect, that comes with such a huge amount of baggage that they carry around if they don't get it. The other thing is that maybe you don't want your wife to be your best friend because you have a best friend, but just being a man, which comes back to guys being more complicated than it looks like from the outset, is that guys have so many like built-in social constructs that they can't really even utilize a best friend in the way a best friend could be utilized. Like, when was the last time you went over to the homie's house and like cried with the homie, like the best friend? You know what I'm saying? When was the last time you said, "Hey, you know, um, I have this spot, that's itching on the back of my butt, and can you just check that out?" Like that's not something that, you can really I mean you could, but most guys are not going to feel comfortable with that because of the social construct that says that those are boundaries that men can't cross with each other. So can you really be, you can be a best friend without, having that like deep intimate experience that a spouse would have with you. You know what I mean? So yes, it is a friendship that you'll have with a spouse because maybe you guys enjoy spending time together. But I think with a spouse is something, that's more intimate,